another section with SuperHi graphics. We want to create a business flyer. First thing is to set the size of the size of the design we want to make. Image size, this will be 2500, that's like 5 by 6. And here you make this 3000. Okay, click on this. Now delete this. The next thing to do is to add like the background that we will be making use of. You can click on this plus sign to add the image. Okay, here's the image. You can see it. You can just make it to cover the part of the page. And that is it. The next thing to do is to add a shape. Okay, here we have a shape. Let's use the max to click on this. Let's use the max to shape it up and get a very beautiful design to demarcate it. Something like this. You can see it. Now just enable it out. Okay, move it up like this a little. Okay, I think we have it now. Then you click on OK. Now increase the size to cover the page. Then you can move it up a little or drag it down like this. You can see it, something like this. Okay, great. The next thing to do is to change the color. Let's make it color blue like this. You can see it. Okay, good. Now click on this. The next thing to do is let's duplicate it. You just duplicate it. It's duplicated. Then you reduce the opacity. You can see it's duplicated. So all you just do is reduce the opacity to 50%. Okay, just make sure yours is 50%. So move it up, you can see the difference. Now position it very well. This will add some beauty to it. Then you click on mark. Now the next thing is to add the image. Image. Then you add image from gallery. I have the image here. Okay, so here is it. You just position it very well, size it to fit in, something like this. Now click on layer, take it to the back, like put it here. You can see it. Good. Click on layer to remove that. Okay, you can lock all these things. In order for them not to move again, you can lock it. You can see they're really good. Now the next thing to do is to start adding text to it. Now in this position of adding text, I will add some text and you just have to recreate. Click on add text. You can see it add text from here. Now the next thing to do is to click on edit. Now let's type beauty. Okay, you can click on capital letter. Okay, then you can go to color. You can change the color. You can just change the color to, let's say, color light blue. Great. You click on OK. The next thing to do is to find a font. In order for us to see it very well, that's why I change the color first. First, you search for a font. Let's make use of let's make use of this. Great. So increase the size a little, position it. Now the next thing to do is to add another text to it. You just simply click on that text as it's highlighted, come here, duplicate it, edit it, then wipe it out and type whatever you want. beauty is yours. Okay, let's change this to, let's say, capital letter. This one to capital letter. Okay, now bring it down. We are going to change the color of this one to color black. Let's change it to black color, or you can just change it to any color of your choice, but ensure you can see it. So you can see the design. Wait, so this is how it position it. Ensure it is properly aligned. You can see it. Align it properly. Now the next thing to do is to add the features. That's the product that the services that you offer. I'm going to be adding them with picture reference from gallery. Let me add this. You can see it. Click on this, then click on one-to-one. You can see it. Find a very beautiful portion of the image. This one is trying to pedicure, so you can see it. Bring it here, reduce the size, come to here, then you check for the size. Let's make it size 20, size 20. Okay, something like this. Now to really bring it out, let's add stroke to it. You can see stroke 1. Let's add just 2. Okay, this is fine. Now the next thing to do is you add the other product and their names. You can just click on one of these, duplicate it, then edit it. Let's say manicure. Okay, now this, you reduce the size. You can reduce the size of this, place it here, check for the size. Let's make it size. Let me reduce the size by, let's say, size 30. So I'll reduce it to 30, or let's say 20. Okay, something like this. So you do the same thing. Let's type something like, okay, just type, we help you reveal the miracle that is hidden in beauty. You can see. So you just reduce the size of this, reduce the size. You can just reduce the size by doing it this way, or coming to size, reduce it to like size, let's say size 20, something like this. Then you go on and change the color to color black. You can see it. Then you position it under here. You can see it. Position it under, ensure it is properly aligned, something like this. You can see it. Now do the same thing by just duplicating this, bring it down, position it under here. That's a description. You do the same thing for these other ones. See, so you just duplicate it also, providing description to each of these texts. The same thing. You can see it. Now the next thing to do is just to click on shape. You can add shape here. You can add shape here. Then create a rectangle line. You can see it now, something like this. Position it under here. You can see it. Okay, great. Position it under here. Now you can see, just click on mark. You can see it. So you just ensure it's a very good size. Then you you can come to layer. In order for all these items not to move, you lock them. Just lock everything. Lock this as well. Lock it. Lock it. Lock it. Okay. Now you can click on this black one, this and text, duplicate it, then edit it. Let's say we want to give them a kind of a discount. That's 20%. 20% of new members, something like that. Okay, so you can see it. So this one, you just reduce the size, then make it bold like this to catch the attention of the reader, something like this. You can see 20% limited offer. Now the next thing to do is just to, like, this down portion, we make use of it for, let's say, contact and all of that. You can click on this, the first one, duplicate it, bring it down here, reduce the size also. You can see how easy it is. You can just reduce the size to, like, let's say size 20. You can reduce the size, or you can just make it size 15 like this. Then use your positioning to navigate it. You bring it down, reduce the movement. You can see it. So you just, that's good. The next thing is position it very well. You position it very well. Okay, good. Now the next thing to do is to just click on OK. Now duplicate it and do the same thing. To represent the other pages. You can see it. But here you can just edit this one. Turn it to, let's say, address. You can just make it like address. That's like the office or the shop address, like this. Okay, then this one will be, let's say, contact. You make this one contact, like that. Okay, then you add another one. Navigate it to set it properly. Then just duplicate that, bring it down like this, bring it down, then position it very well. You can see it. So you change it also, edit it and put in, let's say, website. Okay, so that is it. Then copy. You can just click on any of the small text, as the black one. Then you just duplicate it, click on this, then you edit it. You can just put, that's the first one we have address. You can just put shop 10 blah blah blah, just to state the address. Shop 10, something like that, Abuja. Yeah, so yeah, then you use your navigator. That's the positioning to navigate it down. You can use this, bring it down. You can see it. Good. Now use the other positioning to position it very well. position it very well. Then you do the same thing. Copy it, bring it down, copy it, bring it down, then position it. So that's it. Copy it again, bring it here. That's, you just put the website, it can be anything, edit it to be www.superhi.com or SuperHi Beauty, or it can just be beauty care. beautycare.com. You can see it. Then you position it very well. Also, this one you edit it to, let's say, 081 blah 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 1 2 3 4. Just put the phone number they can reach you on. So that is it, and boom, the flyer is completed. Thank you for watching. If you are new to this channel, like and subscribe.